Hello, everyone. Welcome to this training today. My name is Moises Garip. I'm going to walk through the agenda for the day a little bit. My training today, or my speak, will be towards realtors and why they should be working with the solar industry and not working against the solar industry or seeing it as an opposition, see it as a friend, right? And a little bit about why we're with Switch, and Switch is one of our premier partners in Florida as an installation and sales partner. So a little bit about myself. I've been doing solar for 15 years. I have managed and procured thousands of projects throughout Puerto Rico and the United States in the last 15 years. I've been with Powur for the last 2.5, almost 3 years. Within that time, I'm a top mentor, top recruiter for the company, top earner for the company. I've been working in developing a lot of the enterprise program, which is the one we work with Switch Solar as part of our engagement with the company. So I had, like I mentioned before, hundreds and hundreds of contracts in Florida and abroad. And I'm super happy to be, sharing a little bit about this opportunity today with our, realtors. So why, how technology works in favor, right, of what we're doing, right? How this gets into the technology of real estate, not only real estate and realtors, but also into the mortgage writing industry, underwriting, everything related to that industry right now. We all know the crisis is going through. It's set in silence, but it's there, right? Nobody speaks out loud about it, but they all know that it's there. High interest rates, right? High pricing in the community. Nobody wants to qualify for a high interest rate. So how do you compensate your income while you are struggling in these waters of crazy industry financing for real estate? And this is where technology and solar come into play big time, right? So we'll cover how real estate and mortgage professionals are expanding their business already just by joining workforce with a company like us, Switch Solar Power, that can bring you the tools to actually expand and grow your business, okay, into something that we're doing without you anyway, right? So imagine that you could increase your closing rates, right? You can offer additional value to your customers. You will be a whole home expert. Now you will not only be the realtor selling the house, right? Now you will be a consultant giving this customer the best value of yourself to him, right? Not only because you have the knowledge on how to sell him a house, but now you will have a partner that will help you develop the knowledge to show him how he can have that home be a home for the future, how he can save money, he can increase value for the property, he can do the things that solar do for our customers every day. Now you could be that trusted consultant doing that job. Right now, I'm doing it for you. We're making the money. You're selling the house and we're walking right behind you to close that deal. The moment that house becomes closed, there's a guy knocking on that door. Hello, you just bought your home. My name is Moises from Powur, Switch Solar, and we're here to offer you a new solution on how to do energy in your house better, right? At a better pricing, with better features, with more value, right? So differentiate yourself from the competition. I told before that, realtors, a lot of the community at the beginning was a lot against solar. I don't see that happening much more now. People are starting to differentiate themselves by getting in touch with people like myself, like Nick, like this company, and working together into creating more value for the customers. So now you'll be the different one. In that realtor office, there's 40 realtors with you, but there's only one that knows how to sell solar. Now that's the guy I want to talk to, right? That's the guy that's actually working in his personal value for his customers to become better every day, right? That's who we want all to become. So earn more in every deal. On average, solar commissions can range from, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $10,000, depending on which customers you're calling. The same house, the same thing happens to your house. If you're selling a $300,000 home, your commission is this much. If you're selling a $1 million home, your commission is this much, right? So the same thing relates to solar. Depending on the customer and the needs of that customers, that's the amount of income that you generate from that deal, right? But it's additional income that will only add to your value, right? Right now, you're not getting that. So offering something different also helps you get more clients, because now people are looking for a realtor to sell a house that has solar, right? Who they're calling? They're calling me. Hey, Moises, who do you know? Which realtor do you know that could sell my house with a $50,000 solar system in the roof and get me my money back? Who am I going to call? I'm going to call the realtor that's working with me because he's educated enough to do that sale and get my customer his money back, right? Get his value on the solar system. That's how you become a better realtor, right? And I don't want to preach about realty, but this is just about bringing value to your customers in the future. This is how you do it, right? Education. So now, if you could do that without actually disrupting your current business, that's when it's get interesting, right? Because with us, you don't even have to do the sale yourself. We'll teach you how to leverage us as a company to help you do that while you still earn the money, right? Nobody does that, right? We can actually do that for you. Like, listen, we can actually work together with your customer to guarantee you income from something you wouldn't have made it if you do it properly with us, okay? So what are the homeowners are saying? And this is something the company did a study, right, on what are homeowners expecting now when they're buying a home. 69% of them want choices when signing up for Powur for their home, because usually they don't have one. You buy a house in Florida and you have one utility to choose from. It's either Duke, or it's FPL, or it's OUC, or it's TICO, or SICO, or whatever, but it's only one. You never get to choose one or the other, right? You do. 69% of people say they want that. We have that offering. We are that solution. 88% of people are supporting renewable energy. They're buying electric cars. They're needing electric chargers in their homes, right? They're already transitioning to renewables, and they don't even know it yet, right? In 5 years, 60% of the homes will have power, solar power, or some type of renewable energy in it. Half the people will be driving electric cars. How many ads have you seen for non-electric vehicles in the last year? Zero. Nobody is promoting a regular gasoline car. Look at the TV. Look at the ads. Zero. Everything you see, it's all about future, electric, on every brand, from small, cheap cars to all-time utility exotic cars, right? So 62% are already interested in solar. They just don't trust anybody. They've heard so much stuff, so much bad from people without the right knowledge trying to come into a business just for a quick buck, and we're not that. We've been established for many years. I've been doing this for 15, so we are that trust that we can relate to your customer, right? You don't even have to know anything about solar. You see it, me or Nick or any one of us with one of your customers, and I am sure that we'll leave with a closed deal just based on the knowledge that we can offer this customer on how to do this better, okay? And this is all we're trying to transmit to you. So 1 in 5 homes will have solar in the next 7 years. I thought it was going to be more, but again, if you see the graphs that Nick showed earlier of when he started and where we are today, that's just going to get, now it's really going to pick up, right? They're called that the hockey stick effect, right? You see a hockey stick, they're like a little curve, and they go like that. We're already in this little curve going up. Now it's really going to go up for the next 10 years. So we have 10 solid years of growth, and this has been really, really studied abroad. So since 2003, national utility prices have doubled in the last 20 years. Whoever has not seen that on his home, it's just blocking himself into a reality, right? Just recently, a couple of weeks ago, Duke announced a $300 million increase to recover funds from Hurricane Idalia that happened 3 years ago. So now they're putting a new charge worth $300 million to every customer just to recover what happened 3 years ago. There's another 3 hurricanes they haven't recovered yet. Those are coming in the next couple of years. So those rates will continue and continue to go up. And today you can fix yourself and fix your customer at a fixed cost of energy for the next 25 years. Adding the value, leveraging the inflation. This year we have record double-digit inflation. If you would have had a fixed payment, 20 years ago for gas, you would be paying $1 a gallon of gas today. And we're paying $5 at the pump. It's the same presumption about locking in your prices. Inflation, you leverage inflation, you stop that, and you fix your cost. That creates the most amount of value. So that won't stop. It continues to go up. So customers are going solar with or without you, and that's a fact, right? They will go solar. We're just telling you, be part of the change. Be part of the consulting to make sure that your customer deals with the right partner. That's all we're saying. Don't let them alone out there with a sea full of sharks ready to eat them, right? You don't know who is going to knock on the door. which guy with which experience from which company. Nick mentioned earlier 40 plus companies went bankrupt in Miami in the last year. So how many of your customers were affected by that with a $50,000 loan, no panels in their home, an unfinished system? There are horror stories about this. So we're saying the opposite. Learn yourself. Trust your partner. Manage a partner with the experience to deliver this to your customer the right value, the right way, so that you can have more referrals. You know, people don't buy homes every year, right? Not everybody buys a house every year, but now people have multiple properties. So that customer that you sold him on a house, he might own 15 houses he might want solar in. He might have 15 family members that he might refer to you that want solar, that they already own homes. So you are not able to sell them a house. They already own one, but now you can add solar to them as a separate business without even having to sell that house. So now you have a second business within your own business, probably making you more or as much as you're already making in your first business without much more effort, right? Just talking to the same people, right? So you will increase your concern about energy independence. Incentives are, making this more affordable than ever. Even though that interest rates are high for purchases, we have, what we call leases, which are services just like they're having from Duke, but one that is through solar at a 30 or 40% discount with a fixed rate or an escalating rate. But again, it's much, much better than what they have today, right? We are still able to offer a solution that doesn't impact even their credit. Right? We can do solar for a customer at a fixed rate without he ever getting a solar loan, without this impacting his credit report, without ever even showing his credit report as a loan. Because in essence, we have a company that's part of us and part of Switch, which is Sonova, that offers leases with those conditions, not impacting DTIs, giving the customer the service that he already has, but now he has that option that he didn't have before. Now he can choose an option and say, no, I'd rather have the service for energy in my house through solar so I can guarantee a cheaper rate for the next 25 years. I am willing to do that. That is the smart thing to do. I just bought this house for 30 years. I'd rather fix my rate of energy today at 10 cents and not pay Duke 19. Who agrees, right? Who would rather pay more than less? Anybody wants to pay more? Absolutely not. So if you tell your customer you're paying 19 cents and I'm going to fix you at 12, would he not agree to do that with you after buying a $500,000 home with you? Where's the X? Where do I sign? I have realtors doing this at closing. Same day. This doesn't even impact the credit report, the credit pool for the customer. So you can be at closing and do a credit pool on the customer, getting approved and get him signed on closing date without the closing being affected. That is one of the biggest things realtors are afraid of. Those last 30 days to closing, they're all like, oh, what's going to happen? Any papers? What am I missing? Is the show going to close? Does Nick has the money to do it? This takes away that. You can actually integrate this as part of your sale and make the money seamlessly in the same day and service your customer the right way, okay? What are the type of benefits that we offer as a solar service provider? So savings of 50% or more, depending on the type of financing or service that the customer needs. There's zero down options. So there's never out-of-pocket expense for the customer. Nothing that the customer requires to put his money out of his pocket and give you a check to any transaction. This is 100% either financed or service contracted with no out-of-pocket expense, okay? If you're buying a residential incentives, 30% tax credit, it's available. So you are able to offer your customer, if he's paying taxes, a solution so he can claim 30% of the cost of that system through his IRS tax returns, okay? In commercial that we mentioned before, it's much, much more than that, okay? We'll talk on a commercial deal after that. Immediately increase the value of the home. I have customers, like I said, that bought solar and already sold their house within a year, and they got full value of their investment because they talked to the right realtor and the right buyer who was expecting already to have solar in his next new home. So why not buy a house that already has it? Why go through the hassle of going through 10 quotes and finding out who's the best guy? No, it's already done for you. Your owner did that due diligence and he has the information in the house that's needed so he can have a successful project. So it's a done for you thing. Customers are expecting to have that. And obviously for the good cause. This is the right thing to do, right? We're actually doing energy with a clean way. We're not stopping pollutants out of the road. We're not polluting water as Duke is, when every time a spill happens in one of their plants, it goes into the river, and you can see the news. I don't have to make it up. Go to Google and write it. Duke, contamination in Florida. Pfft, you won't stop after report after report after report after report. Okay? Customers don't like to do that before they sign up with Duke. That's why we're consultants. We'll tell them, look into yourself. I'm not going to tell you. Open your laptop and search for this. See what you get. And when they start reading, people don't understand what's happening until they actually read it and know it themselves. So our job is to actually teach them what's happening and how they can get away from that and do the right thing. So real estate and solar is just good business. Diversify your portfolio. You're already the expert at the house. Why let another expert like me go in and take the money away and serve your customer? You be that. Now be the whole home advisor. Protect your clients from bad deals. This is one of the most important ones for you realtors. You are protecting your customer from somebody that's, maybe has the wrong intentions, and you never know. He shows at your customer's house, he make him sign. Your customer even give him a check for $5,000. You never knew. Now he's in a bind, right? Because he did not know who he was dealing with, right? With us, it's very different. Set yourself apart from the competition and earn more money on every deal. Right? You're leaving on the table thousands of dollars every time you sell a house. And it could be as little as $1,000. It doesn't matter. You choose how much you want to make. It's your customer. We can play with pricing accordingly. That's another big thing, right? So we can help you with your real estate needs. This is part of what you do in this is an ad that we created for a real estate on our company. This is business card, his flyer. Real estate buying and selling, home loans, and I do solar. He's also already advertising it in his realting business cards. His websites are branded. I offer solar. I help my clients change solar. He's got the testimonials. He put the video up in his website. These are my clients. I've sold 100 homes in the last 2 years. I've done 20 of them solar. Here are the videos of my testimonies. Those are very powerful, right? It will give you that trust that will make you, have that deal with your customers. We can help you with the creation of all the marketing materials and all that stuff. We've done that before, so we can help you with that. And this is, realtors in our platform. And, I know all these guys personally myself. And, this is $1 million earner, not only in the real estate industry, but in the solar industry. This guy, realtor, has made $2 million in 2 years selling solar on top of his realtor. Nick met him with me in California. I'm not making this up. She was with us too. He was on stage speaking. And he's 100% realtor. He's been doing realtor for 15 years. He's only been doing solar for 5. And he's already making millions of dollars out of the solar business that he implemented through us 3 years ago. Only sharing his experience with other realtors, friends of his, that now are replicating what he did and bringing solar into their businesses. And this is people without any sales experience or without any solar experience. These are people strictly real estate mortgage broking, people related to the real estate industry, right? As little as 10 contracts, as much as 250 contracts. It depends on your volume, who you work with, how many customers you tend to, how much of yourself you put into your customer's offering to make sure every customer knows that you have solar as an option in your business, right? So we have a very aggressive referral program. So there's a few ways realtors can interact with us, right? This is one that we give to customers. For example, you're dealing with customers that already have solar. You can call them and say, hey, you're my customer. If you refer me some solar customers, or that you don't have nobody that can sell them a house to, but now people that already own homes that need solar, I want to talk to those. For every one of those that I get a contract to and he gets to buy solar, you'll get $1,000. How many other realtors that don't want to sell solar might want to refer you somebody for $1,000? Right? This is a no-brainer. This is an opportunity just to make $1,000 for you to make a call and say, hey, I'm going to refer Jack here. Jack is going to call you and he's going to talk to you about solar. He's my friend. Here, and I'll do an intro text and say, hey, Jack, this is Jill. I'm introducing you two guys. Jack is my solar guy. Jill is my customer, Jack. I sold her house. Please take care of her. Thank you. That's it. That's a done deal. That's an easy sale. You already set him up for success, right? $1,000 on that phone call. How many phone calls a month can a realtor do to his past customers to get that interest going? This is new money, right? Money that already went by. You're now piggybacking into your back office and getting new money out of that again, right? So, options. Other than the referral options, we have, like I say, a way where you can actually let us help you with your customers, where you can tag a mentor like myself or a mentor from our team and let us work with you and your customers and let you share the commission on that system, even though you did not make a sale. But you are part of our sales team and you are using one of our leaders to help you close that deal, you earn half of that commission. Florida average is like $7,000. Houses here are big, right? So now you can make $3,500. $1,000 if I refer, 35 if I sell, sharing with one of my mentors or one of my top leaders that can help me. Or I could go the full route. I said, no, I want to learn with you. I'm going to do my deals with you first so I can learn, but then I will become my own, right? And here, I can make myself completely. I'll be an independent seller myself. You'll become an expert pro like us, right? We'll teach you. We'll walk you. We have the tools. We have the university online. We have meetings like this all the time at our office or at events, live events throughout Florida, just so we can help our organization grow with us and continue to learn. I was a top coach for the company in the last year. So, we're really big into education, right? This is what makes us more successful than others. So we have all types of certifications to help you really, really get into it if you really want to. You can certify yourself in equipment like Enphase that was here before, or in banks like Sonova, or in, batteries like Franklin, Enphase, or Tesla. We have all those certifications to give you if you really want to become that, trusted advisor, right? So again, technology empowers real estate and mortgage industries into now making more with what they already have, right? We have the solar sales and fulfillment software that we use internally at the company. A good thing about using Powur through Switch is that we control our installations. If anybody knew about Powur before, Powur's platform, it's really open nationwide. We operate in 25 states, right? And by tapping in us, not only can you sell in your state of Florida, you might have migrated from New Jersey and you had 1,000 homes sold in New Jersey with a bunch of realtors. Now you can start referring people in New Jersey. Now you can start referring people in Texas and actually make money on those transactions without even being in Texas. Just by choosing somebody that has sold in Texas that could help you with that customer from here, from Lake Nona, from my house, from this office. We work remotely 95% of the time. So here is the opportunity to actually open your book up, right? And again, dig back into those clients and make new money, right, from what you already have. So cost of goods, obviously our commission structure, you have some of that when we go individually, you all have your structures together. With us, you'll have the access to the leading equipment, like Nick said. We work with every product out there. So we have REC and QZL and Enphase and SolarEdge. We work with most so that you can have options for your customer. This is not a box of cereal that you can buy out of, and it works for everybody. This is a customized solution that is done properly to your customer for his specific needs, right? We don't sell out of a box. This is not, hey, yeah, it's going to be 20 panels, $20,000. No, that's not how you do it, right? We actually dig into what this customer needs, what incentive he qualifies for. Does he qualify for the incentive? What do I offer him that's better for him, and I can really solve a problem that this guy has, because he's paying $400 a month in Powur, and I know I could do better than that, right? Like I mentioned, tools, training, culture, events, this is what we do. We're experts at that. That's our main focus here. Continue to do this type of events, just fulfilling, giving you more power and more tools in your belt so you can go out there and do the best that you could do. This is some of our assets online, so you'll be able to access, courses, certification, knowledge base. We have our own Google about solar, where you can actually ask questions on financing or on equipment or on warranties, leading edge 30-year warranties on installations, all done through Switch in-house. So it's incredible the ability that we have to grow. So at the end, the time is really now. people are doing it with or without you. We're just looking to help you grow your own business and come into the fastest growing business in the United States right now. Leverage the platform and become an installer with, become a seller with us. We'll help you do it. We'll be in top of your installations. We have a great team of staff working with our back office, which I'm super confident to, and really appreciative of being here today. Thank you for having us today here. Humbled by the opportunity to share this with you.